So, I think I'm on my new internet. I hope I am. I better be. Friggin' the internet people came out. They gave us a whole new router, a whole new setup, fiber optics, the whole nine. Apparently, we had a very old system. It was grandfathered in from when we moved in. Hi, Classic. And I didn't realize it was that old. Like, I thought, like, surely, I mean, I knew my internet was bad, but I didn't know it was like that bad. But I'm here to try it out and to see how well it goes. I don't feel good. I haven't felt good in weeks, like 2 weeks now. And I thought I would come on here and talk to you guys about some stuff. If you can see me and hear me. I mean, that's been kind of one hell of a journey. Well, my internet was really good up until like everything switched over to 5G, and then it all changed for me. I might need to use this pillow on my back. But I need someone to give me, mine was old years ago. You were the first one on your street to get fiber optic. Am I coming in clear? Like, can you see me, or am I all jumbled up? Do I look like Roblox, or do I look good? Like, I mean, am I coming in clearly? You know what I mean? Because usually I look like Roblox, the game. So I'm hoping that it's all good. Okay, thank God. Wow. Now that I feel confident, I can move around a little bit, because that's usually when it gets like jittery. I was thinking about playing with my high tide palette, but I've just been so nauseous, like just so sick, you guys. Like, I'm talking, I literally threw up last night. This is gonna sound really gross. So, if you have like kind of like a queasy stomach, you might want to leave. I threw up in my CPAP machine. Little barf got in there. I just had to switch out all the tubing and my mask, and I mean, it didn't go far all the way through. Like, it just like splattered on the mask, and then the tube smelled like it, and I was like, that's disgusting. So I had to like, you know, obviously switch it out. But I'm like really nauseous, and I've been nauseous for, like I said, 2 weeks now. I was concerned that I was pregnant, even though I have my tubes tied, because it feels like morning sickness. But I took a test, and it came back negative, so I'm not worried about that anymore. But either one or two things are making me incredibly ill, and this is what I've come to conclusion. Well, actually, it could be three things. Yeah, no, I got my tubes tied. I'm like, you know, my body can't handle another pregnancy. Like, I would literally probably not make it, unfortunately. But it's either one of three things. the smoke from California is wafting into my state, making it really hard for me to breathe. And I already have, asthma really bad. And it's already hard for me to breathe as it is. And then, of course, I have sleep apnea. So you figure my brain's losing a lot of fucking oxygen, okay? And that could possibly be what's making me feel nauseous. Because I've been having to use my inhaler quite a bit. A lot more than I normally do. So, and even then I can't really breathe. Like, I've been having to take steam showers, like, just to breathe. And it's been really hard. So I'm thinking maybe it's that. It's the smoke, you know. I mean, it could very well be making me feel really, really nauseous. Or, because I did get vaccinated on the 8th. So maybe it's just prolonged side effects of that, or stress maybe, or a mixture of all three. I don't know, but I've been feeling so sick. Like, I can't even explain. It feels like morning sickness. For those of you that know what morning sickness feels like, that's how I feel almost all day. So, and it's like really hard for me to breathe too. Like, I'm just like really short of breath. So, I don't know. I've been kind of like worried a little bit about it. My husband's kind of like, why don't you go to the doctor? And I'm just like, they're going to be like, there's nothing wrong with you. Because that's usually what they say. Like, oh, you probably caught a bug or something. Like, get rest and drink fluids. It's like, I've been sick for 2 weeks. Like, I don't want to, like, have to, I don't know. Like, if I start vomiting uncontrollably every single day, then obviously I'll go to the doctor. But right now, I'm just going to, like, wait on it. On a good note, though, because I've been so nauseous, my nicotine gum usage has gone from, like, every 2 hours to, like, probably every 4 to 6 hours, roughly. So, I'm thinking this might be a time for me to start to try to quit. It's a good window, you know, as long as I'm feeling shitty. So yeah, that's why I just feel really gross. Like, I just barf right now. But I'm not going to. How have you been doing? I hope well. Hope you're not feeling like barfing. Sorry if I burp or do anything gross. It's because I feel like I want to barf. I apologize in advance. But I'm gonna try to do just like a wannabe look real quick, because my last internet, whenever I would like do, oh, and then discuss some stuff too while I do it. But whenever I would be like, it would get blurry, you know. And I'm trying to see if the internet corrected that. Because it also could be a phone issue. I might have to turn my phone around and then use a tablet to see what you're saying, instead of using the phone. I know I'm sweating. I have the air conditioning on at 69. There's no reason I should be sweating. My mom thinks it might be my sugars. But I don't know. I just don't know. I feel really gross though. But I mean, I got new internet today, so I want to try it out. I don't care. I don't care how gross I feel. I'm gonna do it. Okay. So, this is the High Tide palette by ColourPop. I saw it and it kind of stuck out. I have two ColourPop palettes, but they're like really old. And I like the way these colors make my brown eyes look. So we'll begin. I've already like concealed my face with Tarte, and I put some mascara on just so I don't look dead. But this is again just a test. It's not really we're gonna see how I look while I put it on, if it's glitchy or anything. So Free Floatin' looks pretty. It's almost like a silvery blue. A little bit of it. ColourPop you don't need very much. So I'm going to talk a little bit about my history with, and this is really fucking random. So random. It's hella random, but I got to thinking like these past few days, and like how do I put this? Oh, I don't want to pass my eyebrow. I know that's popular now, but I don't like it. There is someone in this community that's helped me realize that I have been in abusive relationships in the past. But my brainwashing and my kind of like, how do you say this without, I don't know if it's I think it's society mostly. I think it's society. I don't think it is brainwashing actually. Hi. That it makes me think, thanks. It makes me think like I wasn't in an abusive relationship, you know? But where I'm at now, like where I stand now, I realize that it was, and that's not okay. I am an abuse survivor, which is weird to fucking say. That's so freaking weird to say. It's just so weird. But I am. Not by my husband. Oh my god, no. He would never hurt me. You know that song by Sheryl Crow? Like, I mean, when I'm throwing, there's a part in it where she says, "When I'm throwing punches in the air, are you strong enough to be my man?" I think that rings true to what a real man is, and what are my expectations of a real man is, and what a real man should be. Nowadays, these women are like, box me, bro, and they're like trying to be like dudes and shit, and like, if that's how you are, then by all means, like, I mean, I don't know. Still, even then, I don't think a man should hit a woman, at all, because men are a lot stronger than women. They're built, their upper body is like, what is it, 70%, has more muscle mass than we do. So, what a nice name. Yeah, like punching out or choking or like any kind of physical abuse towards a woman is never okay. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the circumstance is. It does not matter. Period. Like, it's just not okay. And I used to think, like, I was like brainwashed. Like, I used to think that if I had done something. Can you stop with the disgusting talk, please? Otherwise, you'll be timed out. Yeah, even if it's emotional abuse, it's not okay. Well, here I am, like, I thought, like, well, if I did something to trigger it, or if I was fighting back, then I deserved it. Does that make sense? Or like, oh, well, I was wailing on him, so he choked me out to the point of, like, losing consciousness, and so I deserved it. Like, you know what I mean? And in all honesty, that's not okay. And the guy, well, there's been a couple instances. The person I was talking about that choked me out, I think he was trying to kill me, to be totally honest. Like, just thinking about it makes me cringe. I couldn't talk after that for a really long time. Hi, Kimmy D. Like, I couldn't talk. Like, and it was all bruised and red. And, like, I honestly think he was trying to kill me. Like, seriously. But I'm just talking about my own experience with physical abuse in relationships, because I think it's a really good topic. No, I know that now, but I'm just saying, like, literally, like, 4 years ago, I didn't realize that. Isn't that insane? Like, literally 4 years ago, I didn't think like that. Like, I thought, and this dude was like tall. Like, he was like 6'4". He was big. Like, I'm like, what? You know, I'm 5'7". And he's my boyfriend. Like, we lived together, and like, it is. Like, it's very traumatic. And I always thought, like, oh, I deserved that. You know what I mean? Like, because I was trying to fight him, you know? But obviously, no. Like, no woman deserves that. Yeah. It's weird, Kimmy, because, like, I can't explain it. It's just so odd to me that I never thought that I was in an abusive relationship until I'm actually like talking about it, and I'm like, whoa, I've been in an abusive relationship before, and I've let men abuse me, like, physically and emotionally, obviously. But at that time, like, even like I said just I was saying to, what's her name? Puppy? I was saying to her, like, I didn't even, like, 4 years ago, I really didn't even realize that that was abusive. Really. Which is pretty fucking sad. Like, literally, I thought, oh, well, I was asking for it because, um, you know, I was trying to fight him, you know what I mean? And no. You dated a toxic woman. And then I had other relationships where that were toxic, like um they'd be hitting on someone like in front of me, and then I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, I'm gonna leave, take me home. And I'm like, I'm sorry, babe, I'm sorry. And then like I grab my heel, I'm about to like whack his ass, like, get away from me. And then he like backhands me, and then that ringing in my ear, like, and I couldn't hear after that for like, I remember I just couldn't hear. And I'm like, I can't hear, I can't hear. And it was like the weirdest thing. But like, I thought I deserved it because here I am with my heel. You know what I mean? And see, the thing about it is, though, is I still don't feel like any kind of emotion towards it. Like, isn't that weird? Like, maybe I haven't like healed from it, or like maybe I haven't. Thank you for saying sorry, Kimmy. But like, I just don't feel like. Because again, like I said, 4 years ago, I wouldn't even have considered that abuse. Because again, I'm coming for that person. So therefore, I thought it was my fault. Does that make sense? So like, I'm just now realizing, like, oh, like, you've been in abusive relationships. You've been abused. Like, hello. It's weird. It's weird to like come to that conclusion, because I always thought like I'm like this badass person who would never let anyone fucking do that shit to me. And it's like I did. So it's kind of like it's a weird uh, realization. Like, I just am like tripping, sort of. Like, what? But am I coming in clear? Sorry. I'm actually coming in clear. I have fiber optics now. I have fiber optics. Better be fucking coming in clear. That shit's expensive. Good. So, like, I probably should talk about that to my therapist. You look amazing, thank you. What is the cause of my amazing lookingness? Is this right here. It doesn't settle in your creases. I'm loving it. But I actually have to use both because my melasma, which it's really expensive to use both, but unfortunately I have to. If I didn't have melasma, I wouldn't have to. I could just use this one. But I have darkness, so. So yeah, I mean, it's weird that I'm just now coming to this realization, because like my husband, like, I know for a fact that if I was like to try to hit him or like to do anything physical to him, he would not hit me. Like, no matter what. Like, that's like rule number one. You never hit girls. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know that's kind of old fashioned. Like, especially in today's day and age, they're just like, it seems like everyone's just doesn't care and they think that it's okay. Or, you know, I don't know. Um, if you don't like a person enough and they deserve it maybe more, that's the way the real man should be, right? Well, he was born and raised that way. Like, real men don't hit women, period, you know? Doesn't matter what the fuck they're doing, you know? Just, it does not matter, okay? Like, they just, you don't hit a woman. And, it's just sad to me that, like, people can hate someone so much to the point where they're like, oh, that's okay if she got hit or got choked or got, you know what I mean? Like, it's just so fucking sad. Like, look at yourselves and look at how you're acting and look at how just the hate in your fucking heart. That's gross, dude. It gives me like, it's like spine. Mm-mm. It just irks me. Like, I've never hated anybody enough to be like, well, I've said some shit, okay, and I retracted it. Okay, I've said some shit, and I retracted it and apologized, but I didn't accept your apology. So I don't apologize on here anymore. But I would never hate someone so much to want them to get hit by a man. You know what I mean? I would never hate a woman so much to the point where it's like, oh, it's okay she got hit by a man or got choked out by a man. It's okay. Like, that's gross. I don't know. I just think there's something wrong with, it's not okay ever, right? You realize that now. I didn't realize that. Just like I said, like just 4 years ago, I didn't think that way. Seriously, I did not. Like, that's pretty fucking sad. Like, that's just sad. Oh yeah, so the next color I'm going into, I feel sorry for myself that I didn't think that that was abuse. Like, I had it coming, you know what I mean? This color is Currents. I shouldn't have done that then, you know what I mean? Like, I deserved it. But what kind of sick shit is that? And then I end up apologizing? What the fuck? Wow. That's how you know you're fucked up. Anyway. I just thought it was an interesting topic. It was something that was weighing on me a little bit. Something that I've been thinking about a lot. And I think some of us should think about on here, too. You know what I mean? But we learn and grow, right? Yeah. That's true. I just think that's weird. I just can't imagine myself being like that. Like, I always thought, like, I would never put up with any of that shit. And here I am, like, wait a second, I did. What am I talking about? Oh my god, dude. The mind is a very interesting thing. Like, it'll trick you and make you perceive things in way. Maybe it's my way of coping with it. I don't fucking know. I need to figure shit out right now. I still don't, like, I still don't feel, like, sad about it or anything. Like, I don't feel... Maybe I'm a little sad that I don't think that that was abuse. For like 4 years ago, I didn't think that that was abuse. Like, that's kind of a sad thought. But aside from that, I don't really feel any kind of way. When I'm doing my eyeshadow, is it coming in clear still? Lies, 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 yeah. Just lie to me. Don't lie to me. Tell me the truth. It's my fake cry face. Looks a lot like my real cry face. Very clear. How cool. All I needed was good internet. Thank you, Kimmy D. Next color. Using Morphe brushes, by the way. This color. Ooh, that color is really dark. I'm gonna use Urchin. And I'm putting that in my crease. So yeah, it's just something to think about. I just can't believe I didn't realize I was abused. Like, that's just so weird to me. And I'm glad that I stopped, like, no, I'm not gonna go there. It's too deep, that's too much. I love these colors so freaking much. I had to get it. And I love ColourPop. I remember, like, thinking, like, when I first, ColourPop was, like, the first, like, I think palette that I ever got that I really liked, like, ever. And then I went to Morphe, and then I went to, like, Natasha Denona. But ColourPop was my first palette that I was like, oh my gosh, the quality, I love it. And I mean, it's an inexpensive palette, really. It's not very... No. I'm just testing my internet right now, just to see if I'm, like, able to do looks on here with you guys being able to see what I'm doing. But I'm really excited about this. This is, like, a big deal. Yeah, I don't want to stay on here for like 2 hours. I'm not feeling well. I'm just not feeling good enough to do that, unfortunately. Yeah, ColourPop was my very first. And there's Lunar. So I've been 1, 2, 3. I really like that. It's just interesting that, like, conversation, I think. I'm just baffled at my own. I don't know what it is. I think it's it was just my. Looks pretty. Thank you. Maybe I didn't want to like quite admit that I was abused subconsciously. I don't know. I just can't figure it out. Like, I don't understand why. This is weird. I don't. It's something I'm gonna have to talk to about with my therapist, I think. So this color is really pretty. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like so sparkly and stuff. It's called Just a Splash. And I'm probably gonna put that like right here. I should probably put something underneath it first. Yeah, it was like my way of coping with it. Like must see, I'm gonna put down and then I'll put Just a Splash. And I'm just gonna use my finger. Because again, this is just a quick, like, how does it look? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to do anything crazy right now. I'm just playing. But this doesn't have a mirror. It's the only thing about ColourPop. Yeah, I'll figure it out. And how come I'm not sad about it? Like, shouldn't I be like more like sad about it? Shouldn't I be like weeping or something? Like, I don't know. I'll figure it out. And then I'm gonna put the glittery Just a Splash. It's just like so pretty. It's like its own. It's just like a glitter. You can't even really see it. You'll see it when I put it on. The fallout's kind of much. I know, I love it. It's so pretty. Let me see if I can take it off the filter real quick. Make sure my doesn't look blended. Let me go this one here. So use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I used the top 3 down to here. So next time maybe I'll just go whoop. Well, no, I'll need to use some of that glitter, but it's just really pretty. I didn't really blend out my face because I'm just gonna wipe it off anyway because I'm going to bed. See? I just kind of covered up everything, but that's really pretty. Thank you. But I think it's a good conversation starter if you or someone you know like has been abused, or you know what I mean, like you've been a victim of abuse. Like, I think we should start a conversation and not be afraid to, maybe on Patreon, I could do that too. Yeah, that's right. Because I'm not really working out on there. Because I've been, the smoke, I can't. Like, I don't even know what to do. I'm not. I can't. Something. Because I just want to figure this shit out. Like, how come I don't feel any kind of way? Like, how come I'm just, like, numb to it? I just think that's weird. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I've been on here for 40 minutes. I'm glad that this stream went well and that there's no glitching. And I'm happy. And thank you for joining me. I'm gonna go to bed because I really need a rest. And I will catch up with you guys soon. Stay positive, even though it's really hard sometimes. You too.